This is Johnny, and we're going to talk a little bit about counting the cost. 47 years of accounting experience, I got to talk about money. It's bigger than that. Anytime you make a decision, and there's a lot of decisions before you, you should look at counting the cost. And remember that even not making a decision is a decision. However, we're going to focus today on actually counting the cost as it relates to building your business, to starting a business. Because this is the time, guys. This is the time to rock this, to step out and do some things, to pay off debt, to build in ideas to help you build your business and to build wealth. This is the time to do that. So we're going to move forward, okay? So why calculate? Why count the costs? Because when you look at building a business as an entrepreneur, you may have a great idea. However, if you don't know how much the idea will cost you, it's going to negatively impact your bottom line. It's going to negatively impact your funding, your income projections, your expenses, everything. And it may mean that you're giving your product away instead of knowing how much your product costs you to sell, how much your service costs you to provide. If you don't know those things, you're really hurting the business overall, because it makes a difference when you count the cost, whether it's in your personal life or whether it's in your professional life, or is it as an entrepreneur, or is it as a nonprofit, is it as a church? All of those things, you need to look at the cost involved in that. So you look at your income, your funding projections, then by knowing that, you can attract more investors. Now, investors, they may be partners. Investors may be people who are looking for a return on their investment, people who are angel investors, that kind of thing. And so, but you need to know how much it costs you, because if you go to someone and say, hey, this is a great, and they look and say, this is a great idea, how much is it going to cost to do it? And you say, they walk away. So you need to be able to count the cost to know more about what it's going to take to do it. Now, some of the common startup costs that you're likely to run into and that you can look through on a list that I'll have as a link. I have a spreadsheet that I'll provide as a link that's going to automatically tabulate and give you some recommendations for questions you can look at. It's going to be like, are you going to do office space? Are you going to do brick and mortar? Are you going to do it out of your home? Are you going to share space? That kind of thing. Equipment and supplies, the communication that you're going to use, the utility, the licenses and permits, the insurance, the lawyer and the accountant. There's this terminology I use to say who needs to be on your team. And I may do a slide about it, but it's called BAIL, B-A-I-L. You need a banker, you need an accountant, you need an I, which is you need an insurance agent, and you need an L, which is a lawyer, so that you don't need a bail because you're in jail. So you need those people on your team to just make sure that you're protected, you're covered, that they can help you through the process of building, growing, stabilizing the organization. So that's what you look at. You look at simply those things. So then when you look at those, are you going to be a hybrid? Are you going to do it as a phased approach? What I normally tell my clients is that build your budget, your spend plan, what you really want. Do the grandiose, as the first thing. Then do it in phases. Look at, well, I may not be able to get 300,000, but what if someone gave me 100? What if someone gave me 200? So you'll know a phased approach if you have to phase your idea or your what you're doing as a business. If you have to phase your business in, you'll be able to do that, and you'll have it already written down. You want to think in advance and get this done because it's really important. So budgeting is actually simply creating a plan. Now, most people say, oh, I don't want to do that. It's not about what you want to do. It's about what needs to happen. I'm sorry. It's about what needs to happen. You need to know your net income. You need to know what that means. You need to know what fixed versus variable expenses are. You know, fixed expenses are very different than variable expenses because that's going to help you control how much is going out the bank, you know, how much you're spending, and then how much is your bottom number to open the front door or to start your business or to start that day. What is the bottom line number you need? Then you need to be able to prioritize your spending and then follow your plan. Now, plans are great. Plans are honestly amazing. However, life happens. So you need to be able to adjust and tweak some things, but the whole plan you shouldn't be able to throw away, okay? And then you need to know what's necessary versus what you really like. And then you need to keep track. You need to stay on track, find out where you are. I would tell people daily, but most people don't like that. But at least help get an account to help you do it by month so that you're not just keep on moving forward, but what you're doing is you're self-destructing. So you want to make sure you do that. Now, this is the spreadsheet that I was talking about that I have, that I set up, and it's a great tool for a startup cost worksheet. Now, what it talks about is actually some of the things that it has on it is, like I said, the term bill, but you put the name of your business. This is something that is easily for you to populate and put real information in. Then it has a section over here for special considerations that you can look at, questions you can ask yourself that will help you build a better budget or spend plan so you can set it up. Now, this one has more than one tab so that you can do it in phases. And the other thing it does is it separates your monthly expenses from your one-time expenses. Now, the numbers, I just want to say this, the numbers that are in it are not your numbers. So you need to find out what your numbers should be and make sure that you set it up. But the calculations should automatically happen, and you'll see things like categories like rent, inventory, that kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you account for that as you move forward so that when you go out to look for someone to help support your vision, mission, and purpose, you're looking for an investor, you're looking to go to the SBA, you're looking to go to a bank, you'll be able to know your numbers. And that's going to make a huge difference in how you present and what you present at your next, whether it be meeting, function, whatever. You want to make sure that you're able to do that. You just don't want to walk in empty-handed. And again, all you have to do is click the link below on this and you'll get a copy of this Excel spreadsheet. And you can make any changes you want to it, of course, but just keep in mind that this is the template that you can use, and it's a really powerful tool for you to set up your startup costs, okay? And I want to support you in this next level because you have it in you. You have great ideas. You have things that you know you need to do. And it matters, okay? So make sure that you click the link below. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you have questions, if the things that you're hearing is confusing you, or you're lost, or you're perplexed, ask the question. It's okay. It's okay. Ask the question. Now, if it requires a dissertation, I'll send you my email. Contact me and set up a meeting or something. But if it does not require that, and then that also helps the community help you as well. Because what we do is we exchange our money and time are interrelated. Now, most of us expend money, and you want to get, it's like an hourglass. Every dollar matters, every cent matters, and every time we make better decisions with our resources, whether it be our time, our money, or our talent, what ends up happening is we can take our lives to the next level. And that's what you want. Okay? So this is Johnnie. And I want you to reach out, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell. Okay? Have an awesome day.